Hello, everyone. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, I think, right?
Yes.
I don't know where I am. It's Julie Parker here with you today, and I'm so excited to introduce you to somebody who is very near and dear to my heart, who has been a huge, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivator, inspirator, and just had a huge impact on my life. So along my journey, I've met some amazing people, and she is absolutely by far one of them. So I wanted to share her with you today. So we're here, and I'm delighted to introduce and thank you for being here, Helen Racz.
Thank you. It's wonderful.
The last time we did this was so funny. I have to share this. It was my first time ever on camera. I was just shaking. It was crazy. And Helen was interviewing me, so it was just like, I was like, help me with this. So now the tables are turned. But if you're here live with us, please do connect by showing us some likes or thumbs up. I see somebody's out there. Hi.
How cool is that?
Yes. Hello, hello. Or if you have questions or comments, please post them below. We'll come back by later if you're watching the replay and answer them or comment on them or whatever works. So I would like to introduce Helen. Tell us a little bit about you, what you do. You're going to love this. She's awesome.
I live a magical life, and I help people align through vibrational law to whatever it is they're seeking. So it's a lot of fun to support people through coaching, tapping, energy work, whatever is needed in the moment. So my commitment is that I hear myself it's funny that I'm nervous with this little thing. My commitment
They won't bite it,
is to always help everybody with the fastest, easiest way to vibrationally align in thought, word, action, and feeling to what they desire. And that is a great joy because the people who are ready for it, they have amazing progress. And so that's how Julie and I have connected. She's allowed me to support her through many different stages of life. And she's also in return witnessed me grow as a teacher, as a coach, and into owning my own spirituality in a very profound and empowering way.
For people who don't understand what vibration, yes, Danielle, it is awesome. She is amazing. Trying to think how to word this. For people who aren't familiar with vibrational alignment, can you give a little bit more so people can understand for people who don't have that?
Most people are accustomed to hearing the word law of attraction. Abraham's made that very popular. And yet most people do not really understand vibrational law. And yet everything that you are already accomplishing well in your life, you're using it. And you're using principle-based thinking to be successful. And yet for some reason, we as humans, when it comes to things like relationships, romance, money, spirituality, we drop all the logic and just think we can fly by the seat of our pants. And that just never works because we were not taught the skill set that would serve us in success in those arenas.
That's helpful. Thank you. So what would you tell us, what got you started on this journey?
My youngest son, who's now 21 and on the dean's list, third year in a row,
Woo-hoo!
He's at Corpus A&M. He was born very angry, and I had one brother who was very angry and spent numerous years in a prison, and so that just set me on a journey, and everything I learned about anger that was published at the time through religious means was not very helpful to me. And so I always credit Sean's coming into our lives and choosing us as parents as my prompt to begin a very big spiritual journey.
Awesome. And that was how long ago?
Well, he's 21.
Jeez, hard to believe. Time flies. So what would you say? Tell us some stories about clients that have been fascinating for you or just been really impactful for you.
So is Turnabout Fair Play? I can talk about you. So Julie is the first one. I did EFT, and people would come to me because they felt stuck, unhappy. You utilize EFT. It's a clearing technique when you don't feel good. And Julie would come periodically and make a lot of progress. And then one day I'm like, what's going on here? This works, and yet you're replaying the same patterns and suffering when there's got to be a way out of that. And I remember it was our very first session. Julie and I were together, and we didn't tap. I'm like, you don't need more tapping. You need to understand how to think differently so you can show up differently so you can get a different result. And later, much to my delight, she shared with me, separately from thinking what I was thinking, that she was surprised that time she came in and we didn't tap. And I laughed, and I said, I was surprised. I was very aware of it. And since then, I do a lot more coaching. And then somebody else said they only came to Thursday night tapping. It was Alan, actually.
Really?
Because of the few things I said. So then I started teaching the coaching class on, back then it was Monday nights in 2010, just to teach. And I really love it. And I think that we always give that which we need. And so as all the tapping worked, and I feel better and better and happier and more fulfilled, now I desire to share that journey with people who are ready for it.
So many people are on a path trying to either learn how to incorporate the law of attraction into their lives or learn how to change their lives. So, and things like this, the movie The Secret, I don't know if we're allowed to mention books or movies or whatever, but I'm going to do it. Anyway, The Secret, there are other books out there that are really amazing and give you several tools to be able to apply it and really introduce the concept to you, but to be able to really apply it to your life and know what's missing.
That's where I find I get to play. People can read the book, go to the workshop, go to the retreat, and yet there's a little gap there between getting that knowledge into true wisdom and into true experience. And I seem to be gifted and able to help that. So
you are, and you do. And I'm living proof. Several times I'll go to Helen, or I'll email her or call her and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? And the first thing, which I love, many people love this about her, she will say, okay, so here's what you're doing right. First, I mean, we all love wins, right? So she's great at pointing out what you're doing right and then filling in the gap of things that might be missing so that you can more efficiently and effectively apply it. So that's just from my experience. But I have to say that first time I went into your office and you didn't tap, because I really like the tapping. I mean, I didn't want to do it myself.
It is the most relaxing.
And I would leave there and I was like so just relaxed, and it's like, can I drive home? Am I okay? Do I need to just kind of chill out for a few minutes? But it was relaxing, and I felt like I would go to her when I was just to the point where I couldn't take the tension and the pressure of what was going on, and I didn't know what to do about it. So I'd go to her thinking I would be relieved, and I would just be, diffuse some of the tension and be really, feel really good.
Which is great. But then you got to keep coming back. So the idea is to get yourself where you can powerfully not need that.
Yes.
You can still enjoy it. And that's how the channeling evolved, because the channeling is all teaching, although nobody remembers any of it, in that high vibration of love and peace and relaxing. That's a lot of fun.
That's amazing. Well, I've got to tell you, it has been such a journey, and I've known you at least 10 years. I don't know how long.
Really?
I was thinking this morning, it's got to be 10 years, because I was here and I moved here. I bought this house 11 years ago. So, but the first time I went in and she didn't tap, I was kind of disappointed. I was like, you're doing something right, but you're not tapping. Are we not tapping today? I was like, what's the deal? I was really kind of disappointed. But then we just started talking and kind of incorporated some of the new things that she was.
What she means is I gave her a lot of homework. That's what she didn't like.
I'd have to write it down to make sure I captured everything. I was like, wait a second. So, and that just has evolved over the years. But I got to tell you,
that's when things really started changing.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I remember it was 2015, maybe right before I got laid off from my oil and gas job, the second to last one. And I was ready. I went into her and I said, okay, something has to change. I don't know what, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes. What do I need to do? And she gave me some intense homework. And holy cow, my life over the past 2.5 years has done like a complete 360 in so many areas. There is no way I would be in front of a camera right now doing a recording, a live recording, but just speaking.
I believe you were one of the delightful people that comes into my life, and they said, well, I can't do a live event yet because I don't have the confidence. I'm like, well, where do you think the confidence is gonna come from?
Like the chicken or the egg.
And I was like, oh, no, you're ready. And I got to set you up with a very safe group. I love that. Like you, I love sharing the information. People who are so gifted, and I love the work that you do.
Thank you. And I love, love, love and appreciate the work that you do. And I got to tell you, she's got this class on Tuesday nights now. It used to be on Mondays, once a week, every week. And the information is, like I said before, it helps you incorporate all these different tools, but just for regular everyday things that we're really wanting help with, like how to love ourselves. How do you do that? How do you do that? What are we doing that's repelling the love? The whole concept, one of the books we read was talking about the different levels of vibration of each emotion and how to apply that. What to do when you're in a situation with somebody and you keep responding the same way or provoking the same behavior and you get the same results, and how to do it differently, how to do it more efficiently so you're happier and you're freer. You're not stuck in the whole resentment or not forgiving yourself or them, or not feeling the love, not feeling the genuine.
I would call it not having the freedom to choose differently, to choose a different reaction, which may be a non-action for the first time, and choosing to think differently. Because once you get the mind to listen to that which you desire and align to it, then everything around you changes. And even though that's the most simple thing, as within, so without, it's not so simple or easy to integrate it into real time, and especially when we have people who stir up the invitation to change beliefs that we either inherited or have practiced a long time.
Yeah, and wow. There was something I was going to share with you a second ago. I love it how my
well, the energy's already cranky, and I don't really have to touch you and tap.
There was something I was going to share that was really important.
It'll come to you. So the energy, the reason you like class and the reason it's helpful is it's not just the information, it's the frequency you're in. So it's very difficult to come out of a certain level of consciousness when you're in that level of consciousness. And so it's ideal to get around people, places, to read things that are given in a much higher state or higher frequency.
Yeah.
And so the class and the people who are in it, even the people who do it long distance, we're creating a very intense vibration together that helps support all of us in our journey. So not just teacher, although I love that role, I'm student too, I benefit too. As you guys have all witnessed as
Yes.
it's been coming.
The class is amazing. And one thing I wanted to mention, one of the things, and this was what I forgot a few minutes ago, it came back to me finally, thank goodness. But I remember you telling me, I was at work one day at one of the oil and gas jobs that I was working, and I was so upset about something, and you said, okay, stop and make a list, a gratitude list. And I was like, having a hard time coming up with some things. And she said list 50. I think you said 30 or something. And at first it was really, really hard. I was like, she said, and so she gave me a couple examples, and I thought, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I ended up with 100. And then we did another book that was talking about gratitude, making gratitude lists every day, and not the same one every day. You can't cheat. I wanted to, but it, and that was amazing what happened, just the outcome of that. It was so fascinating to see some of the things that actually manifested in my life, and it's like paying it forward, but with your energy. It's like, what would that feel like? And, oh, how cool would that be? And gratitude for what you already have, like, air. You can breathe air. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Or a good night's sleep. Simple things like that. It doesn't take a whole lot. But those things just really help you resonate and help you align with what you really do want.
And that is law of attraction. And so, Julie, you were one of my favorites. So people requested, can we do the gratitude class again? I'm like, sure. And Julie was like, oh, it's so easy. And I laughed and I said, hey, do you remember the first time you did it? You told me it was so hard. And yet Julie really has embraced gratitude, and you see the abundance that you attract in information and support and creativity and giving and receiving in all arenas in health. And so watching you embrace it when it was such a struggle in the beginning has been fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is Helen. This is the amazing person. I've told several of my friends. I'm not sure if how many of them are on my business page, but she's an amazing person. She's an amazing coach, and she's just been a godsend to me. So what I'd like to do is introduce how to find you if anyone's interested in talking to you further, or if they would like maybe a meditation or something that you have.
Yes, and since you have a specific group, if you guys feel like there's information that would serve you, or if you want to play together in a way that creates a specific target, that would be a fun thing to set up and do together. That's always cool.
We could do that.
Yeah, and I'd be happy to do a specific meditation for you.
Okay. Or maybe even one that you currently have. So if anybody would like to reach Helen, which website would you like to share?
Well, my HelenRacz.com seems to be having some issues with McAfee right now.
Okay.
So web designers getting that out. So they'll have to reach me through you for a while. I also have, if you are interested in vibration, it's a little out there for some people, but if it calls to you, emissarians.com. And there is a YouTube, but the emissarians.com has channeled information. It's channeling is when you get your personality out of the way and you allow a higher stream of consciousness, a higher frequency to come through. And so it was happening all the time in the EFT and the tapping, and then I wanted to do it without all the busyness. And so you could go and listen or watch some of those videos and see if you have a tangible physical experience, if you feel more calm, more peace. If that interests you, that's available. There's only about, I don't know, I think there's only maybe 14, 18 loaded so far, but we're already up to like 38 sessions, and they will get loaded when there's time to get
You've
that
also
up.
got several of these on podcasts too, do you not, on iTunes?
I don't know if they're still there. I don't do the tech end.
Okay. We can check that out.
Check that out. There's one YouTube. You can YouTube search Emissarians, and there's a meditation. The third one is a meditation, and you could try it on for size. And proof is in the pudding. See if you like it.
So her website, just to spell it, because not everybody knows how to spell your name, is HelenRacz.com. The other one is emissarians.com, and that would be www.emissarian, is it plural?
S.
S.com. And email or
Yes.
you can comment below and let us know. We'll send you the link or private message me.
Yeah, we'll send you the
Here.
link. And also the HelenRacz.com, it is safe. There's no malware on it. It just, McAfee is saying it isn't right now.
Okay.
But it is safe.
Okay.
I did get it checked out just
Yeah.
yesterday.
So anyway, yeah, and if you'd like information about her, comment below and just say, yes, please send me information, or private message me, or we're also going to share this on Helen's Facebook page and a couple other places. So if you're there, comment, and one of the two of us will come back and provide that for you. So Helen, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Very cool.
And I hope you will take
Very
advantage
different
of
seeing the...
She is amazing, and she's so helpful. Oh, one thing I do want to mention. I don't think I've ever met somebody who is as unconditional and genuine as Helen. In any situation, she will always see the good, and she will always point out the good. You don't get any of this opinionated stuff. So that's very rare. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Helen, for being here. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
And bye for now.
Ciao.
Oops.